Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to or welcome back to our channel. Hi, I'm Plantz.
And I'm Mochii.
And together we are
PM Chats.
Yeah! Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. Today is Sunday, October 26th of the year 2025. Isn't it crazy, Mochii, that we're almost all the way done with the year 2025?
I know. Christmas is gonna be here in no time.
I can't. It's so crazy to me because 2025 feels like it was just the beginning of the year not too long ago, and then now we're already Christmas
Almost
is
2026.
Yeah. Did you make New Year's resolutions for 2025?
I did not. I did kind of have one. It was to exercise more patience.
And how do you feel like you have been doing on that New Year's resolution so far?
I don't think I made great strides, but I do think I did make some strides, so I'm pretty proud of that.
A little something is better than nothing.
Yes. I have a little bit of a short fuse, and it's getting a little longer.
Okay. Well, I guess talking about short fuses, and I think this is not going to help you with exercising or trying to make your short fuse longer, because today we're going to be talking about some rants. We're going to be ranting today.
Let's get mad. Plantz and Mochii, Mochii and Plantz. PM Chats.
I hate ads. You most likely hate ads. But if you're watching this right now, chances are most likely you just watched an ad. And that's just how capitalism works. And we're going to be watching more ads too, Mochii. Just you wait.
No.
But we're going to be hate watching. Spoiler alert.
Okay, hate watch is good.
Avoiding ads is possible. You can pay for subscriptions to avoid watching ads on video platforms. But honestly, that kind of gets expensive. Did you know Disney Plus actually raised their prices? I think it's like $15 a month now.
Yes, I was talking about this yesterday with Dirty Bird.
Crazy. And there's not a lot of uproar about it. When Netflix was talking about raising their prices, I saw it everywhere. People were complaining about it, but now it's normalized. Now it's being accepted. Netflix was the first wave of raising those prices, and Disney Plus is going next, and it's slowly going to go get more and more and more. And we kind of know. Unfortunate. It's kind of where it's going. Anyways, I digress.
This started even before then.
Oh.
Like years ago. So when Hulu first came out, I loved it. I was obsessed with it. But Hulu was free. And you could pay to get rid of the ads. And so I hated ads, and I had the extra money, so I paid to get rid of the ads. And I was enjoying Hulu for some time. And then I started getting ads, and I was so confused, because I was like, I paid, so there would be no ads. And then I went to the thingy, and they changed it. The $6.99 subscription now only gave you Hulu. So Hulu was no longer free, and you had to pay $11.99 to get rid of ads.
You're so right. You know, I did not know that about that, whatchamacallit. But they do also change where, I was watching, what was that? We were watching HBO Max. Why are we watching HBO Max, a subscription that we pay for, and we're still watching ads? It is absolutely crazy that you're paying for a subscription service and it's now being normalized to watch ads on them.
It's crazy.
And it's kind of sad, because what can you do? Your choice is either don't consume the media or watch the ad.
Yep.
I guess bringing it up and talking about it is something that we can do. And that's kind of the point of tonight's conversation of what I wanted to talk about this. Because, so going back is, so even if we try our best to avoid ads, it somehow pops up, right? We're going to see ads somewhere. In America, you may find yourself driving on the highway and see tons of billboards advertising things from events, food, religion, and even Rafi, a personal injury attorney. If you know, you know. And it might seem impossible to get rid of ads for the average American's life, and I'm sure for many people around the world. So what I do whenever I come across ads is to kind of analyze and figure out the corporation's intentions. So what we're gonna do tonight is I chose a few ads, and we are going to be looking at them and hate watching them, really. Picking out things yes, picking out things that pops out to us and kind of discuss the different marketing tactics that these corporations have decided to choose for to showcase with these ads, because these ads cost maybe not millions, but these ads cost a lot of money. And so every little millisecond, every little decision within these ads are purposely placed to manipulate you. And I don't want to be manipulated. I just don't. Sometimes it works, sometimes an ad just be good, sometimes a product is good. And that is capitalism, right? But I do hate it when it is a predatory ad, and there's definitely predatory marketing out there. So let's talk about it.
I hate to admit it, but I'm really gullible, and so I tend to fall for these predatory marketing schemes.
Well, that's why knowledge is power here, because the more you know, the less likely you'll be able to fall for them. So here we have our first ad. I'm going to play the ad, and then afterwards, we will talk about it.
If you're over 40 and you're not dermatologist,
there we go.
You're making a big mistake. Meet the Sonic Smooth. It's a dermatologist-approved sonic dermaplaning tool made for mature skin. It removes even the toughest facial hair from the surface in seconds, and it doesn't grow back thicker, quicker, or leave razor burn.
My skin is smoother than ever, and my makeup looks 1,000,000 times better.
The results look and feel incredible. Just look at that.
For a limited time, claim 40% off at sonicsmooth.com.
So did you guys catch it in the beginning?
Yes, if you're over 40, you're making a big mistake.
Yes, that is it. If you're over 40, you're making a big mistake. That is so predatory. One common way that predatory advertisements target their consumers' base is by breaking them down. And it's very common in the beauty industry. They're infamous for doing it. The beauty industry targets vulnerabilities from physical insecurities, motivations, and social invulnerability. So in this advertisement, if you're over 40, so their target demographic, you are making a grave mistake. And it's about an insecurity that, do most women even care about their peach fuzz? I thought peach fuzz was a cute thing. But now here, this commercial is portraying it as a very terrible thing. And they've put here on this, right here, they've put product on top of on the woman's hair. So you could see, or on their faces, so it really emphasizes their peach fuzz and makes it look like it doesn't belong, and has that stark contrast between smooth and peach fuzz. And that is the predatory marketing right here in this advertisement. It's making an insecurity of something that nobody really cared about before, but the more and more you see it, the more and more marketing against it. Peach fuzz is no longer going to be okay if these corporations have their way, and people will be more likely to buy this product. And I think this is a perfect example of why.
This is kind of off topic, but on topic at the same time. So when I was young, I played softball with my cousin.
Right.
And I was hitting puberty, but I didn't really know anything about it. And I didn't shave my legs.
Right.
I remember we were playing, and I just didn't notice. It didn't bother me.
It didn't matter.
Me. And then my aunt came up to me and she said, "Oh, girl, your mom hasn't taught you how to shave your legs yet." And then that's all I could think about. Oh my goodness, I have hairy legs. Everybody thinks I'm some kind of gross animal with this hair on my legs.
And most people didn't even care.
Nope. And it's the same thing with this ad telling you the hair on your face is bad. That's all people are looking at. You gotta get rid of it. But nobody notices the little peach fuzz on your face. Can't even really see it.
And it's something natural. It's something to be embarrassed about.
And it protects your skin.
Also true. I think if it's something that you genuinely want to do, if it's something that is something that you are interested in, go for it. By all means, your decisions are your decisions. But going back to the very first line within this advertisement,
If you're over 40 and you're not dermaplaning, you're making a big mistake.
If you're over 40 and you're not dermaplaning, you're making a big mistake. That is predatory. It is targeted. It's shaming people for not shaving their peach fuzz off their face, which is something people don't do normally. People don't worry about it. It's not a mistake at all. And so it's shaming people. And just like what you're saying, it's terrible marketing. It's a terrible practice. Honestly, the only way that they can sell these products is by targeting people and targeting their vulnerabilities, making them feel bad for things that they shouldn't feel bad for. Next advertisement. This one is another one for the beauty industry.
When I made my Botox cosmetic appointment, I was nervous that I might look overdone.
I wanted results that looked like me.
What was important to me was that I'd still look like me, just with fewer lines.
I'm happy with my results. So happy that my results are natural looking. Booking a consultation, it's a way to take time for you.
Botox cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Delphina.
I'm the one and only Olivia. And I'm the one and only Claire. And I got treated with the one and only Botox Cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
So Mochii, what is the thing that you took note?
Are nuts.
That's the amount of side effects that they talked. The side effects in this video this video is a minute long. It took about 45 seconds out of the minute-long video.
Crazy.
One of the main things that I noticed in this video is right here. They're talking about these women's experiences. Most of them talking about it, how they like that it's natural, very happy with their results. But here is what really kind of popped out to me. Making this cosmetic, or this cosmetic this cosmetic procedure is, quote, "It's a way to take time for you," end quote. And that is another common tactic within the beauty industry. It's emphasizing that beauty is for you because you are important and you should feel good for yourself. And this is an argument I think I agree with, and I'm sure Mochii, do you agree with? Right. You should feel beautiful. You should be proud in your skin. You should take time for yourself, right? And that is what they're saying here. However, they are using this argument, these premises, to support their conclusion and argument that you should buy this specific product or service, or you should get this specific Botox thing just to improve, quote unquote, your looks, and that by doing this procedure, you are taking care of yourself. And it relabels spending this money, and instead of it's being a luxury or a want, it relabels it as something necessary, something that you have to do for yourself, or that you should do for yourself if you want to take care of yourself. And that is another predatory tactic that you see very often in beauty campaigns. Very often you might watch a makeup commercial where they'll say that you need this lipstick product, or you need this mascara product to take care of yourself or to really treat yourself. And if you want to do it, that's completely fine. But when it is used to make an argument and make it a need, it plants that seed of doubt. It plants that seed from physical insecurities too.
I agree. And I didn't even notice it at first. That's crazy.
Right. It's so subtle. It's very subtle. But once you kind of see the pattern that these marketing schemes do, or these marketing teams do with advertisements, especially in the beauty industry. It becomes more and more prevalent, and kind of I think it makes it more easier for me to make decisions, my buying decisions, where it's less being manipulated by whatever the advertisement corporations want me to think. And also, I always think it is funny whenever we come across an ad with a laundry list of warnings regarding potential health risks, and especially when the warnings are longer than the actual ad part, which we saw here in this advertisement.
Crazy.
But they also tend to make it feel lighthearted too with the music, you know? Like they're sitting all these laundry list of warnings, and
they're not just any warnings, those are scary warnings.
Right. And going with that, here's another ad about Ozempic.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Chef Franklin, who've taken Ozempic.
I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at 27. As a chef, it could have set me back. I didn't let it. I'm Chef Franklin Becker, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I lowered my A1C, and I saw noticeable weight loss. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens, or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
So there's a lot to unpack with this advertisement. What did you notice, Mochii?
So I'm gonna talk a little bit here.
Of course, please.
I noticed, what I really noticed was they were telling you not just take Ozempic for diabetes, but take it for weight loss. Take it to prevent heart failure. Take it to help your kidney disease. All those things. And like, my mom is diabetic, and her doctors prescribed her Ozempic.
Right.
However, because of all these ads and the celebrity endorsements and everything, my mom literally couldn't get her medicine.
That was
She
prescribed
could
to her by
never-
her doctor
that
for
was-
this.
Exactly. And it did help her when she did get it, but the fact that it is for diabetes, like, this is what that does, and they're telling you, do this with it, do this with it, do this with it too. It's like, well, if you don't have diabetes and you're taking this, it's going to reduce your blood sugar. It's going to have these important things because it is for diabetes that you're not even realizing, and they're not even listed in the side effects because, well, it's not a side effect. That's what it's supposed to do.
That's a good point. That is a good point. And Ozempic is a very popular topic right now. I feel a lot of people are talking about it, where because it is almost like a trend where a lot of people are talking about Ozempic and taking it to lose weight instead of what it was originally created to do, for helping, like, it's an actual medicine to help with diabetes. Like, Ozempic is a extremely trendy product right now. A lot of people are taking it. It was originally, like Mochii was saying, created to help and assist people with diabetes, for adults with type 2 diabetes. However, nowadays it's being used as a trendy solution to lose weight. So there's this ad, and one of the things that first popped out to me right in the beginning is, here, let's catch it.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Chef Franklin, who've taken.
Join the more than 7 million adults. They're using a tactic that targets social vulnerabilities from the beginning. The more than 7 million adults. This statement capitalizes on
you're a loser.
Yes. And it's making it so too, where it implies that the product is extremely popular, that the product is safe to use, and it's capitalizing on the social phenomenon of people wanting to do things that is trending, to do things that is popular. And that is where it is. Yes, actually, Digital Duke, that is a perfect point. FOMO, the fear of missing out. That is a very common a conversation that I'm seeing often nowadays too. Calm Boy says, I actually despise ads. I always leave the video when an ad shows up, and I just reload and retry until I don't get them anymore. That is a great way to avoid ads. But honestly, we were talking about earlier how difficult it is to fully get away with ads, which is why I think it is so important to kind of understand and know what these manipulative marketing tactics are, so that you are more aware and less susceptible for falling for manipulative tactics. At the end of the day, if you think a product is good for you and it's something that will better your life, go ahead, go for it. That is the beauty of capitalism. There is a lot of choices to choose from. But when it is a product that is manipulating you and cheating more or less by being predatory with their tactics for you to choose it, I say don't fall for the scam. Don't be bullied by these companies. Let's see, what was another point? Fight back, yes. And I think talking about it is so important about it too. And then again, it's funny that the majority of the advertisement was talking about all of these risks about what you should not do. One of the things is like, stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. And then they list a whole bunch of allergic reactions. And that's not it. That's not only. They also list here, tell your provider if you plan to get a medical procedure, nursing, or pregnant, right? And I think it's always so interesting that in America, it's one of the only nations where you get advertised about different medicines.
Big pharma is evil.
Medicine being advertised is absurd. It is kind of crazy that something so serious that has all of these potential side effects, like here it states, serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder, or severe stomach problems, changes in vision, severe stomach pain, fever or yellowing of the skin or eyes, clay-colored stools, and changes in vision. There's like an insane laundry list of negative side effects that can happen with taking this medicine. And it, that happens. That's why you have to have it prescribed by your doctor. But the fact that this is advertised to you, the consumer, and not just something that is being informed about, that is not the decision of the doctor, that is being pushed out to you so you can tell your doctor, it is predatory.
And I think that's important about why you're taking Ozempic and like this ad telling you to take it for all these other things. If you're taking it for your diabetes, then okay, maybe those side effects aren't so bad. But like if you're taking it to lose 2 pounds and you end up with like something wrong with your pancreas, is it worth it? Like you gotta weigh the side effects with what you're getting out of the medicine. And so for it being advertised like, oh, this might help you lose a few pounds, or oh, there's a chance that this might prevent your heart failure, or oh, this might slow down your kidney disease.
I think that is such a great point to bring up about Ozempic being pushed for losing weight. I think that is another thing that I wanted to talk about. So last year, for earlier this year, for this Super Bowl, do you know how many weight loss drug similar to Ozempic advertisements there was on the Super Bowl?
No, how many?
There were 3. There were 3 that I remember. Might have been more, but 3 for sure. And it was shocking to me about how it's being so normalized right now to use, I guess maybe it's always been around, right? It's always been around about like, you should do this to lose weight, you should do this to lose weight. It's always talking about fads and different things that you can try to use to lose weight. But it is so it's sad that according to the if you took your information from these advertisements, which you should not, you would have the impression that to lose weight, the only way to lose weight is through these drugs. And that's not a healthy way to do it. I think it's not a healthy way mentally. It's not a healthy way physically. Of course, maybe if your doctor says otherwise, maybe there might be different situations. This is not medical advice, of course, but
for the people it's directed at, it's like, here, let me give you a fast track, an easy way to do this so that you don't need to put in the hard work and actually like really try for something.
And not gonna lie, I was in a tough spot at that point. That's why I remember very specifically and why I was so shocked. I was back and forth, very, very hard on myself for my body image, and it definitely put me in a little bit of a dark place because of these advertisements, putting down people that may be overweight, putting down people that and putting people up for losing weight through using drugs and normalizing that. I think that's another thing, is that it's seeing the ads so many times, it normalizes it. And the more you see it, the more places you see it, the more people that talk about it, the more normal that it becomes. But is it normal? Should it be normal? Seeing this laundry list of risks that come with using drugs like Ozempic to lose weight, is this normal? Should this be normalized other than in a way to lose weight compared to a more natural way, such as exercise, a healthy diet? It's not.
And they're telling you millions of people have already done this.
Yes.
So you should jump off this bridge too.
Yes,
Which
exactly.
Is crazy.
7 million people. But it also could be a little bit of a twist, because it's not, maybe it's 7 million people, but also maybe a mass majority of them are using it for the original intent of the product, to use it for their diabetes and not to lose weight. Let's move on to the next advertisement. This one was just shocking. I was just like, Amazon, do you really need an ad for that? Like, girl, you could do better.
Amazon offers hourly employees health care on day one for the whole family.
Mom, come quick!
Go, 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 go! Yeah!
Should I get Dad a Band-Aid?
It's a cute ad, it's a cute ad, right? But did you catch that? Amazon provides healthcare to hourly employees on day one. What does that say? Like, is this such a big claim to give healthcare to their employees starting from the first day of work? What does this say about the American healthcare system? Why do you say yes, Mochii?
It's okay. So I grew up in poverty. So like most of the people I know, they didn't get to go to college. They didn't get to go to trade school. They had to take minimum wage jobs and then like just start going from there, from job to job. And so when you're working these warehouse jobs, a lot of them don't give you healthcare. They don't. And so Amazon saying it gives you healthcare, a lot of those people are going to switch and go to Amazon. But I've known a lot of people that have worked for Amazon, and everyone has said it's absolutely terrible. Like, it's one of the worst places to work.
Wow. So Amazon's able to give the bare minimum, minimum for healthcare, and it's already a step above its competitors. I think it's just really, really sad. Really, healthcare is a very big topic. Healthcare is scary to me. I don't know how to navigate the healthcare system, and it's something that
I didn't have health insurance until like 5 years ago.
Wow.
I was 25 when I was able to like go see a primary care doctor for the first time in my life.
Wow. It's healthcare in America is very confusing, I feel. And especially if you're going from a situation where you're not used to navigating it, that's where I personally struggle. And it's such a necessary thing to have in America, because without it, it's so expensive. But then also with it, it's also really expensive too. So it's It's definitely a controversial topic right now in America, for sure. And for sure, I mean, the government's not working right now because of it.
I mean, we don't have a government right now.
So I was just shocked that this was an ad. I guess it really showcases my privilege for not knowing that this was an issue. So thank you so much, Mochii, for letting me know that this is a good thing that Amazon is providing. But also it kind of makes me upset that this, because to me it feels like the bare minimum.
It is. It's like the bare minimum, but it's the hot commodity from those that don't get to get the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm. It's sad. I got nothing more to say. So this one I kind of hinted about earlier. I mentioned it earlier. So let's see if you can catch anything. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's see if you catch anything with the no hints. Let's see what do you think about this advertisement, Mochii?
All right.
So the scrub's totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant, STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a bunch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
Okay, what did you pick up with this, Mochii?
I started talking about like her mental health, and because of like her being stressed and stuff, she has to use this product. I don't know, that was the vibe that I got, but I might be off base. Oh, I'm not off base.
Well, no, I mean, I think anything that you take from this advertisement is not wrong, because there's so many different things to it. Because like, yes, that's another thing too, is like you're talking about her being stressed, and that is something that it hits the relatable aspect. Because who here is stressed? I'm stressed. Who here stress sweats? It's very common. It's normal, you know? And so it hits that relatable aspect, it hits that target demographic. Here, when she's handing it to her, she says, you need this. To answer your problems of you sweating a lot, you need this specific product. And that's where it is predatory.
Right back up those glands.
And that's where it is predatory. That's a lot of marketing plans. Let's see, what did my notes write? Or what did I write in my notes? So, yes, marketing advertisements advertisers do not expect viewers to go watch the ad and drop everything to go and buy the product. They plant little seeds in people's brains about the product. So when people go and see the product in stores, they'll recognize it, and it increases the likelihood of people buying that product. Advertisements plant the seeds that people need their products. Like here, she says to her friend, you need this. It's not a need, it's a want. It's a luxury, you know, at the end of the day. And once the seed is planted, all of the marketing agencies need to do is to continue to remind their audience that this product exists. And that's often why you see so many advertisements of the same product, maybe in different forms, or maybe it's the same ad over and over again. And
you need it.
And you need it. Not really, but that's what these advertisements are telling you. Colin Boy, that is a great point too. So many nurses and doctors are severely overworked, underappreciated, and not properly paid. And so this format of them choosing to place the advertisement within a hospital also hits that too. I think that is a great point. I did not realize that, Colin.
And then I think because they're using like nurses or doctors with this product, they're saying, look, doctors and nurses use this product. You should use what the doctors are using.
Yes, that is a great point, because it's also a nurse telling another nurse or recommending to another nurse that this is good. That is such a great point, Mochii. I did not even realize that. Right? It's little tiny seeds that you don't even realize, and it's manipulative.
It's the subliminal messaging.
Oh. All right. Now moving on to my last advertisement that I wanted to show you guys. So this one's a little bit lighthearted. This is actually a fairly good advertisement. And sorry, I already ruined it with my bias, so you guys can't see it unbiased.
Don't hate it.
But I still think it is important to be critical about ads and really think about products. But also, okay, I can go into my rant about thinking about products later, because it's very privileged of me to be able to say that in the first place. So I acknowledge my privilege.
Dear Alice, this place is yours now. It's a handful, but look after it and it'll feed you forever. And remember, a business is only as good as its people, so treat them well. Our job is to plant seeds so our grandkids get to enjoy the fruit. Because how we eat today feeds tomorrow.
That's so sweet and wholesome. It makes me want to go buy Chobani, even though I don't like yogurt.
It's a good advertisement. When this advertisement came out, this one is the oldest of all the advertisements that we showed today. All the other advertisements were 2025 advertisements. This is a 2021 advertisement. And this is a marketing tactic called green marketing. Green marketing is a marketing that promotes products or services with environmentally friendly attributes or practices. Green marketing can be in different ways, such as recyclable packaging, energy efficient production practices, and reduced carbon footprint. And honestly, this is a marketing practice that I can get behind. Marketing products that are good for the world, good for the energy, and promotes good sustainable practices, pushing us towards a more sustainable world. That is great. However, there is a con to marketing, or there is, I guess, green marketing's evil sister called greenwashing. Have you ever heard of greenwashing, Mochii?
I have not. This sounds scary.
So, green marketing comes at a big cost. It's really expensive, you know? A lot of companies have to be actually eco-conscious to be able to have green marketing. You know, they have to change their packaging, they have to change their practices, they have to choose eco-conscious, sustainable ways to either cut down on energy or use more sustainable energy. And then even then, the more that we learn about things, is it even more eco-friendly too? So there's a lot of research that goes into it, and it doesn't equal money. A lot of the times when companies are investing into green marketing, it's just throwing money into just a better future, but not so much into they don't see the money back, or at least actually at all. They don't really see the money back at all. It's more of a thing that is good for the people, good for the humanity, good for the earth, but not good for the wallets. And what do capitalism corporations care about, Mochii?
Money.
Yes. So green marketing's evil sister is greenwashing. And can you guess what companies do for greenwashing, Mochii?
I don't know.
So greenwashing is where companies cut costs, but they still want to capitalize on eco-conscious consumers. So they pretend that they are actually green marketing, that they are actually companies that care about the environment, but they really don't. Have you?
That's crazy.
It saves money, and maybe they're getting a cost, and it helps with their reputation. Have you ever bought a drink from McDonald's and received a plastic cup with a paper straw?
Yes.
That is green marketing, or that is greenwashing, in my opinion.
Because you're still getting the plastic cup, even though you're getting the I see.
Right. And that's only a little part, too, because there are companies out there that they just make their companies, or they make their products green. They'll label their products to be like greener solutions, or they'll use marketing tactics to change words to imply that it is more eco-conscious, but it really is not. So here brings the question. So is the advertisement that we watched today, or this Chobani one, is this an actual greenwashing or green marketing? Is Chobani being truthful? So the reason why I'm saying that Chobani is or let's kind of break down what this advertisement is and why I'm saying that it is showcasing green marketing or greenwashing, or that it has this eco-conscious feel. Like, why are we talking about eco-consciousness about this advertisement? Mochii, you kind of talked about it too. What did this advertisement make you feel?
It was wholesome and sweet, and it's telling you to take care of your future and your kids and your kids' kids and the ones that come after.
Yes. And I like that. Take care of your future, take care of your kids. And that's kind of where it hits that eco-conscious thing, take care of the world. And you see it a lot with the thematics of this advertisements. There's a lot of plants, there's a lot of bugs, there's a lot of people living in humanity with nature. This advertisement is a solar punk inspired ad campaign that Chobani, a yogurt brand, released in 2021. It depicts a futuristic solar punk world where human and nature coexist harmoniously. This advertisement features quotes such as, "A business is only good as its people, so treat them well." And "Our job is to plant the seeds so our grandkids get to enjoy the fruits." This campaign emphasizes the importance of caring about the environment to benefit for future generations. So this is definitely very eco-conscious, very talking about the importance of taking care of the world, taking care for our future. So I did some research and to try to figure out, is Chobani greenwashing, or are they actually, saying what this seems to imply, right? A company that is supporting putting good seeds down for the future, right? So our grandkids can enjoy the fruits, so they say. And according to Chobani's website, obvious there might be biases because Chobani's the one writing the words here. But the company claims to have made significant strides towards sustainability. This includes improving water efficiency, reducing waste, and conducting full-site energy audits to all of its plants, which is pretty good. But also, how much improving have they done? We don't know. However, they have also stated that in an effort to be more sustainable, some Chobani products have been switched to recyclable paper cups. Pretty good. And also, based on this information, the ad does seem to align with green marketing, and it reflects Chobani's efforts to adopt sustainable practices across various aspects in its operations and pursue ongoing environmental goals. So, pretty good. I like this advertisement. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about being intentional with the products you buy and not falling for these ad campaigns, and to really think about what you buy and why you buy it. If it's a product that you actually want to use, go for it. I think the biggest thing about us against these advertisements is how we spend money. And the way that we spend money really does have an impact. You might be just, a little tiny cog in the capitalism machine, but it really does make an impact where you choose to spend your money. And going back to what I was saying earlier, not everyone, or going back to what I was saying earlier about my privilege of researching products, I recognize that it's not realistic to expect everyone to always research all the products that they're doing or to choose the best product ever, whether it is best for the economy, best for price-wise, best for society, best for the world. With sustainability practices, because not everyone is privileged to be able to afford such things or to take the time to do that research. And especially in a world where it feels like people are going for that barest scraps, highlighted by that Amazon commercial saying about healthcare on the first day and how great they are for that, for the bare minimum, it makes me sad. I hate to end this on a darker note, but that is capitalism. But we can do our best to learn. We can do our best to educate ourselves and to talk about these things that we think is important. Personally, I think sustainability is important. I feel a lot of guilt for not being more sustainable, but also it's hard to find a balance with being a person living in the society in this world and enjoying everything, but also balancing and being having sustainable practices. So in the end, it's up to us to be aware and knowledgeable about the types of products we end up buying. And thank you so much for listening and learning with me about these common marketing tactics. I believe that it strengthens us to allow us not to be bullied by these predatory corporations. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Good night.